All right, so I thought I would show you a couple of my favorite kettlebell exercises for overall general flexibility, great for a warm-up, tend to address, or really do a great job addressing the shoulder complex, which is a big deal, especially in a lot of our kettlebell movements. They can also play out in barbell movements too, as well as like bench press, any kind of overhead stuff. Oftentimes before I snatch or do any kind of jerks with the barbell now, I use these movements. So the first one is the windmill. Take the kettlebell, you just clean and press it. I'll step back a little bit so you can see this. Now, what's important is with the bell over the head, I'm gonna turn, so notice the bell's in my left arm, I'm gonna turn my toes 45 degrees towards the right side. Okay, so my heels go to the left. Now, I want to imagine that I'm standing on a straight line, just as I was when I started. From here, it's just a crease in the right hip, and as I crease the right hip, I'm going to soften the right knee and push into the left side. But notice that the arm, the left arm, stays perpendicular or straight up and down. Okay, as I reach, and the reach is all from the crease here, not from a side bend. Okay, I want to keep a nice, strong spine here. So it's definitely a big core exercise. A lot of people will feel a stretch along the QL or on the side part of the body between the rib cage and the hip, and then they'll actually even feel the hip or maybe even the hamstring. Some people will feel a stretch inside the right leg. If that's the case, you can always bend the knee a little bit to take some of that stretch off and get more of the emphasis on the left side. So now that I'm at the bottom move, I'm going to use my hip, my left hip, to drive up, core engages, arm stays straight overhead. So again, crease the hip, bend the knee, keep pushing into the crease, pushing in the hip, go as deep as you comfortably can. You don't have to touch the floor, okay? And then you engage the left hip to stand up. Of course, what you do on one side, you do on the other. Come back down, switch sides, you can clean, press. Remember, my feet are straight ahead. They turn 45 degrees to the left. This is pretty much optimal for me. I'm gonna try to keep my body in if I'm trying to squeeze between, as we say, kind of like squeeze between two fence posts, right? From here, now I'm gonna crease the left hip, bend the left knee, keep reaching through, come to a comfortable place here, arm straight up. Sometimes you'll feel like the arm wants to pull back, that's fine. If that's the case, you're gonna engage the lower part of the shoulder blade. For ladies, that's around the bra strap area. It kind of makes some sense. You don't want to go just between the middle part of the blades, but the lower trapezius here. I'm going to use my right hip to stand up. Okay? So the first move is the windmill.